Won't you take me with you?
Why, of course I will.
If you've never heard about Dark Side of the Rainbow, then strap in, because you won't be in Kansas for much longer. Today, ScreenRant is getting trippy with the truth behind the Dark Side of the Moon and Wizard of Oz mashup. It's safe to say that 1939's The Wizard of Oz is one of the most cherished and watched films of all time, and that applies to every generation of kids and adults since the film was released. On the flip side, Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon is equally beloved in the eyes of music lovers. It's one of the highest-selling albums of all time, with an estimated 50 million copies sold. So when and why did these pop cultural milestones join forces to create a supposed movie musical mashup of epic conspiracy theory proportions? Let's investigate. In what is referred to as Dark Side of the Rainbow, a theory born in the 90s and put to the test in countless smoke-filled dorm rooms, claims that Pink Floyd planned and synchronized their classic Dark Side of the Moon album to The Wizard of Oz. Some say the first roar of the MGM lion is the needle dropping point, others say the third roar. But regardless, when the lion roars, you're supposed to hit play on Dark Side of the Moon and let the two pieces of popular art unfold like a music video, lyrics matching action and vice versa. The theory is really firing on all cylinders during the tornado scene when Floyd's Great Gig in the Sky is playing. But is all of this a grand master plan by Pink Floyd or just a massive coincidence? In the early days of 90s internet message boards, high school student and future Pulitzer Prize winning journalist Charlie Savage came across the Dark Side of the Rainbow theory from a post. The poster didn't even claim to be the originator of the theory. It was something they had heard secondhand, but Savage tested the theory out and it seemed to work. Later, when Savage scored a job writing for the Fort Wayne Indiana Journal-Gazette newspaper, he wrote an article about the Floyd-Oz mashup, later reprinted on an early web page of his, and that page lived on for years. This is how Savage thinks the theory really gained traction. But what is the truth behind the theory? For years, members of Floyd have said that any premeditation was nonsense. Just recently, David Gilmour had a little more fun with it on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. Well, of course it was. Gilmour joked when asked if the mashup was on purpose, then chimed in with, "There was no planning that out. I only heard about it years later. It's kind of amazing, and there are these strange coincidences straight from the rock god's mouth."
The Pink Floyd album Dark Side of the Moon was written to synchronize with the movie Wizard of Oz.
Well, of course it was.
Have you watched Dark Side of the Rainbow? What do you think? Thanks for watching Screen Rant.